Okay, for a few months now, I've been having this problem with my Facebook. I posted a video on it earlier as to what the problem is. I'll give you a quick rundown. If I type in a message, like hello world, it'll push the first letter of what I type forward, and then the rest of it will trail behind. So it's kind of like a pig Latin generator. And so I could go, hello world, hey. I did discover that this is a result of my browser being 68.12.0 ESR, which was released in on August 25th of 2020. You would think that a browser would last more than a year and a month. It's between 13 and 14 months old. So I upgraded my browser, and now that has indeed fixed the problem. I can type like normal, and it works. There is, however, a new problem, which I've already solved, but it just shows that every time you do this, there's always something new. Anyway, if I go to my website, here, I instantly just go to it. www.impito.org, right? It just instantly takes me to my domain. So if I try that here, if I try to go to it, oh, it's not instantly going to my domain. I'm just going to let it set. I'm going to cut the video, edit it so that it stops right here and then starts when it either crashes or finally gets to it. And I'll tell you why it did it and why it's good for you to go in and undo the reason why this isn't going to my domain. Okay, so that eventually timed out. As you can see, the connection timed out. I had to edit quite a couple of minutes off before it finally crashed out. So why is this crashing out in this browser, but it works just fine in this browser? Well, it didn't take me long to figure out when I went into the settings. It's actually getting its DNS from something other than the normal DNS server. It's enabling DNS over HTTPS. Now, it's using a provider called Cloudfare. This isn't necessary. There are 13 root servers all over the world to provide DNS server to people on web browsers. The only reason why someone would want to set it to a private Cloudflare service would probably be because they're interested in tracking what you're doing. Because the root servers, the DNS root servers, they don't really care. They don't track what people are or where people are coming from for DNS requests because they get so many of them. Like millions and millions of requests a second. Whereas this Cloudflare may have a system set up to record all of your DNS queries, which are these up here, the URLs that you type into your browser, like this one. So my suggestion to you is if you have a newer version of Firefox, go in the settings and see if you have DNS, enable DNS over HTTPS activated, and unable it. Unclick it. Turn it from off or to on to off. As you can see, once I turned off enable DNS over HTTPS, I was now able just to surf to my website because it's using the normal method, just a DNS server to surf to my website rather than a third-party service over HTTPS.